Hey, this is Sasha. Thanks for joining me here for another episode on Let's Talk Stocks. Today, what we're going to do is talk about how you can build a penny stock watch list. So stay tuned. All right, so we've been talking a little bit more and more about penny stocks lately, and that is because we have an upcoming course coming out called Penny Stock Profits. Now, this course is packed with a lot of strategies to trading penny stocks the right way. Many people, they just struggle trading penny stocks because they don't know and understand the way penny stocks move, act, and behave. It's completely different. So if you're interested in this course or you want to get more insight, check out our website at tradersfly.com. That's where we'll share a lot of insight about this course when it's launched, how you get it, how you get a discount on it, because we're going to do a 40% off, meaning you get the penny stock case studies course with it absolutely free, because we got 2 courses that go with this deal and bundle. Anyways, more insight on that later. But what people don't realize and recognize when they get into trading penny stocks is they go ahead and they try to trade penny stocks by trading their full account. They trade penny stocks and, hey, I got $10,000. I'm going to go ahead and put 100% of my money into the penny stock, and that's really what I'm going to spend and make and try and make money off of that. You could look at it like a triangle, but really, if I break this triangle apart, you got to remember that, hey, some of that money should be long-term investments, like dividends, like a really, really good stock. It could be like a Starbucks, it could be like a McDonald's, a Walmart, a P&G, a Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, something long-term, right? Something that you don't mind holding for 10 or 20 years. Other trades would be 25% of your investments, maybe. Those are medium-term trades. It could be swing trades, could be option trades that you hold, 30, 60, 90 days. And the penny stocks are the speculative part of the portfolio. And that's the whole point behind trading penny stocks. It's really in the speculative part. Now, there's nothing wrong with trading penny stocks. It's just some people that say, hey, I hate trading penny stocks. Well, if you hate trading penny stocks, it's probably because you're trying to trade it in a big, big way, your full portfolio. Whereas the smarter approach, of course, is to trade it when you're really allocating the right amount of cash and capital. And other people love it. Well, hey, because I get to trade my full account and I'm trading speculative. So be very careful as you get into this. And you got to really fine tune yourself as you get into building a watch list. So how do you do it? How do we build a watch list for penny stocks? Well, there's a couple of issues with penny stocks, so you need to be very careful when you're building your watch list. And the number one thing is to not get stuck. Okay, so you don't want to get stuck. And if you get stuck, that's a problem. So I want to watch my volume and I want to make sure that the stock trades a good amount of volume. So that's one of the requirements. The other thing is really penny stock definition, or the word penny stock, stocks less than $1. But that definition has evolved, right? Now we're talking really about cheap stocks. So what you want to do is, it's not just stocks that are 50 cents, 20 cents. What you're really looking at is stocks that you could trade either for the long side or the short side. And you're looking for stocks probably anywhere between, call it $3 and maybe $15 a share. Because the $15 ones you can short, the $3 or $4 ones maybe you go long. So that's kind of a good starting point. And then another thing is kind of clean charts. Okay, so that's another thing that you may want to look at. So that's a basic way to kind of get yourself started into building a watch list. So what I want to do is kind of share with you how to set this up on a trading platform. This is TC2000. You can go to our website and get a discount for this software. You could, of course, use any broker you want as well. It's totally okay. So anyways, what you can do here is I went ahead and if we're going to create, let's say, easy scan, I can go ahead and say, hey, let's go ahead and list to scan. Well, we'll scan US stocks. So here's US common stocks, indices, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead, US common stocks. And now I'm going to set a new condition. And I'll go ahead and in this case, we'll do price. So you can see right there, there's price. I'll set the price. And let's say greater than, well, we don't want just greater, we want is between. So let's say between about $3, again, your parameters might be different, to $15. And then we'll go ahead and let's just show you what this looks like. Let's just start the scan. And now you can see, hey, there's my scan, okay? And in this case, I still got about 1,500 stocks. So that's still quite a lot. You could go ahead and add to that scan. So let's say a condition such as, another one is not just beyond price, but let's say also not volatility. Let me go ahead and remove that one right there. Okay, so add a condition. We'll type in volume here. Okay, and with volume, I could go ahead and say greater than, let's zoom in on here, greater than, we'll do about 40,000 shares. You could do maybe 50,000 or 150,000, wherever you feel comfortable, but a little bit more, right? A little bit more than just getting rid of the junk, because we're trying to get rid of that junk. And we'll go ahead and add that to our scan. And now we went ahead and narrowed that down to 357 on our watch list. So that all of a sudden is a lot better. And now I've got a little bit more of a watch list. I could sort it by price. Okay, so now I got the $3 stocks right here, and you can see. And now what you can do is look for things that are clean charts. So if you find something that is dirty, and I'll show you what a dirty chart maybe looks like, meaning there's no pattern. Like, see, with this one, there's a pattern. I could go ahead and pull out my program here and draw a line of support and draw lines of resistance. So it's a clean chart. There's patterns, there's some support, there's some resistance. I'm not saying it's got to go up. I'm just saying it's a clean chart. So I have my basic list, and now I can go ahead and start favoriting these, the ones that I like. So I could go ahead and, you can flag them however you want. You could, create a new Excel sheet or a file here if you want. And let's just say I go ahead, take this software and things I like. Maybe, okay, well, I like that stock and this stock and that stock. And I make myself a list, and then I can go ahead and put that in the new watch list. Or the other approach, of course, not that I will do it with this one, but you could go ahead and copy to my favorites. So in here, they have things like copy to my favorites, flag things, and so on. But really, this is the basic starting point to creating a watch list for trading penny stocks. You take this list of 357 stocks, and now you go ahead and see, hey, what's catching my eye? Like, see, this stock, GoPro, just hasn't been doing anything. So chances are it's not going to go to the upside, and it's probably not a good stock to short because it's already at low prices. I mean, how low can a $3 stock go? It can go lower, but, not that much lower. So I'd rather short like the $15 stocks or something like that. So I probably wouldn't even put that on my watch list. Something like this may be a little bit messy. There's not a ton of patterns. It's all over the place. But something like this, maybe it's starting to climb here. I could put it on my list and just, hey, check back on it every year or something like that. Like this one, this is a dirty chart. You can see right there, it just continues to split. That's what they're doing right here, splitting to try and keep the price propped up or not do too bad. But it's a dirty chart. So again, what you're doing now is just filtering through the junk, and eventually you might get something like this that catches your eye and say, hey, this one's starting to break out and the volume's picking up, and hey, I'll put this on my list, and it could be a more potential candidate to trade. And that's the better approach to building your watch list when it comes to trading penny stocks. So again, here's another one that's breaking out. So you could see, hey, here's my line of resistance. There it is. The volume's picking up. It's been digesting for like 2 years, and maybe it's time that it'll move higher. So ultimately, that's what you want to do when you're looking to build a watch list. You don't want to go ahead and get something that's low volume. If you do, you could get stuck. You don't want to go super cheap like dollar stocks, because then there's not much to trade, and you want clean charts. So that's ultimately what you want. And if you're going over here and we're looking at this chart over here, and we go ahead and reset our scan parameters, I just want to show you a couple of the bad or the more nasty things. Let's just say we're doing things that are maybe from $0 to $15. Let's just do a scan, and you'll see some of these stocks that are penny stocks or 2 cents. Look at these charts. They're nasty, they're dirty, they don't look good, and there's no pattern behind it. They're 4 cents, and then they get halted or they're delisted, and yeah, that's the issue with penny stocks. So if you're trading ones that get halted, delisted, or there's huge problems, yeah, you're not going to make money. You're going to lose money, and you're going to be stuck. So that's my whole point. learn the right way. And to do that, you should definitely check out the course that we have when it comes to trading penny stocks. That is Penny Stock Profits course. And we're going to be bundling it as we do the launch with our other course, Penny Stock Case Studies, where we go in and overview a lot of great penny stock charts that you could use to trade for the long side or for the short side as well. So anyways, I hope you found this video helpful and insightful and gave you some things to think about. Definitely check out that course if you're serious about trading penny stocks or smaller and cheaper price stocks. You can also subscribe to our newsletter list so that way you get news, announcements, discounts. That way you know when things are happening, or of course just sign up on YouTube. That's no problem at all. Thank you so much for joining me. In the end, remember, do what you love, contribute to other people, but most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you in the next video.